What is up, Janksters? Today I want to talk about a card that was in the Lord of the Rings Commander product that is very confusingly worded, and that is Gandalf Westward Voyager. So this guy is a 5/5 for 3 green-blue who says, the text box is a bit of a, it's a novel, so let's go, just bear with me here. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, each opponent reveals the top card of their library. If any of those cards share a card type with that spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy, and each opponent draws a card. Otherwise, you draw a card. So the way this works is when you cast a spell, you have the spell on the stack, everybody reveals their top card. When they reveal the top card, Gandalf is asking a very simple yes or no question. Do any of the revealed cards share a card type with the spell that is on the stack presently? Creature, instant, sorcery, enchantment, etc. So if it does share one of those, if any one of them does in fact meet this criteria, then what happens is each of your opponent draws the cards they just revealed and you copy the spell that you cast. This reads like it should be maybe an Etali style trigger where you get to cast your opponent's spells, but that is not how it works. Instead, you're copying your own spell. So keep that in mind. If you are going to be building this commander, make sure that the spells that you're casting to trigger him are good in multiples. So certain legendary creatures, for example, maybe aren't what you need, because getting multiple copies of them are redundant, you know, unless you're doing like Retadribic shenanigans, although they wouldn't be able to be in Gandalf's colors. Anyway, just be aware of that, is it really what it comes down to. The spell that you are casting, you're going to want multiple copies. But there is also a fail case. If all the revealed cards, if none of the revealed cards meet the criteria, you do draw a card. So you do get a card no matter what. So if you're casting large spells with Gandalf Westward Voyager, you're going to be getting value. So that's definitely good. You can do a lot with this, but it's not going to be, you cannot cast your opponent's spells. Now, you may be wondering, wait a minute, that's not how I read it initially. And I'll be honest, when I first read it, I assumed, like, I thought otherwise. I thought this was a free cast. I thought you had the opportunity to free cast your opponent's things, which is part of the reason I'm making this video, because the reality is, at the time of those cards being revealed, none of them are spells. You'll notice the way this says, if any of those cards share a card type with the spell, copy that spell. There's only a single spell, assuming that you're casting at sorcery speed with an empty stack prior to this trigger, there's only one spell in play at this point, and that is the spell that you cast. None of the other cards revealed are spells yet, because none of them have been cast at this point. And yeah, regardless, Gandalf only recognizes the spell that you cast. So be aware of that. It's not a downside to the card, it just isn't super intuitive based on the way that it reads. So we've had 2 instances in Lord of the Rings of one of the wizards having the instance of that spell in the text box, and that causing confusion and an unintuitive experience. There's Gandalf Westward Voyager, as well as Saruman of Many Colors. I certainly hope that Wizards is taking that under advisement for any future developments, because the truth of the matter is this effect is very, very fun, but it is difficult to read, and it does lead to some confusion. So, thank you so much for checking out the video. I appreciate it very, very much. I'll catch you on the next one.